Hello, my friends. Right now, I am impatiently what? I don't speak English. Right now, I am patiently waiting to be picked up to, I'm actually going to Cincinnati, so that's fun. But I am impatient as can be. So I thought I'd tell a few stories. So I'm always showing you guys what happens at work. Not always, but I sometimes show you guys what happens on air at work, and you guys see some moments. But there is so much that happens behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. And as a matter of fact, nobody knows about. Probably should stay behind the scenes, but we're just going to share some embarrassing work stories that I have experienced that make me want to die. Okay, first one. I had just finished an interview. I interviewed this really, really nice guy. Like, he was so nice. He went above and beyond. He helped, like, carry stuff. And I don't know. He was just, like, I left the interview, which happens quite often, being like, that was the nicest guy ever in my head. In my head. Normally, it's in my head. Spoiler alert. He walked us to, like, our news van, right? And we had to cross the street from his house. So we crossed the street. It was a busy street. And then he walked us to the news van and then said goodbye, you know, we shook hands, and then he went the opposite way to cross the street to go back to his house. I wait like a solid, I turn my back to him because I'm helping Kyle, my photographer, unload stuff into the car, the van. Wait like a solid 10, 20 seconds so he's gone, you know, I knew in my head. And then I go,
oh my gosh, I am obsessed with him.
And I just got this weird feeling. I turned back, literally, okay, this is me. He's probably at like right before where my door is right there. Like literally we are like 5 feet away from each other. It was a busy street, so he was waiting for the traffic to pass before he could cross. He turns back, we both make eye contact, he heard me. It was so awkward to say I'm obsessed with a man and then to have him look at you and then to just look at it, it was just weird. Needless to say, I'm an idiot. Truly. Next one actually did happen on air, but I don't have the footage because I was too, like, distraught. Honestly, when you hear the story, you're gonna know why. I was too distraught to pull the clip, which now, no matter what, when funny or weird things happen, I always save the clip because I know eventually I'll look back on it and laugh. But this one, I didn't pull the clip. It might have happened, like, maybe like 5 months ago. I was at a place like for a very serious story about drug addiction and babies who are born addicted to drugs. And my photographer Kyle, so like we planned this thing where he was going to like be walking backwards and then go into a doorway. So this is Kyle. I would be ahead of him like right here as if my bed wasn't there, obviously. Obviously we didn't do it in this room. Actually he would have started like here and he would have been walking like this and then went into the doorway so that I can go into the room. Into the next room. So he was doing the whole backing up thing and I was walking in front of him, ready to walk into the room. He didn't clear the door though, so he walked right into like this side wall and he made a noise like this, like, ugh. As I'm saying, this is monumental for drug addicted babies, boom. And he goes, ugh. Meanwhile, you couldn't even tell that he walked into the doorway on air. It just looked like the camera got a little bit shaky. You couldn't hear him like go like, oh, like the moan. It was like the funniest thing. And I just lost it. It looks like out of nowhere, I'm just like, drug addiction, these babies are finally getting the treatment. I just started cracking up. I couldn't hold it together. Meanwhile, the reason we were going into that room, this was all live on air, obviously. I was interviewing the woman who founded the place. I go into the room, talking about a serious thing, and she's just like, probably like, what, why is she laughing? I just couldn't hold it together. And guys, like out of everything I've ever done, like this was a really bad mistake. Like, and the reason I'm so open with it though is because it's like, it happened and I learned from it. And you know what, like, I have learned, and this is like honestly one of my biggest problems, like that I really do have to work on. When funny things happen or like mess ups behind the scenes, it's so hard for me not to laugh. Like, I'm just the type of person, like I find like, things just like hit my funny bone and like the dumbest things ever make me like cry of laughter. And obviously when you're on serious stories, like, and it's happened before where dumb things happen. One time I was in the middle of a story and Kyle was holding all these papers and they all just started blowing away behind the scenes. You couldn't see, but I was reading a serious story, not reading, I was just saying it. And I just see all these papers flying away. I kept it together after this because I realized I really did mess up. So anyway, even when the camera was just on the woman, as she was talking the whole time, I'm like, smiling and like suppressing my laughter, and it was just terrible. It was like seriously the worst moment of my life. Oh, he just walked right into the doorway. We all know this was not the only time Kyle walked into a doorway. You guys know about that other time. Oh, okay, this next one I just remembered. So there was this BuzzFeed article that used one of my tweets. I'm sorry, let me fix this. They used one of my tweets for their thingamabobber, you know, like their little BuzzFeed thing. They included, I tweeted something like relatable about winter. I don't know how they found the tweet, but they did, and that was in the article. So I tweeted the article and was like, look at me, like, I made it on BuzzFeed, and like I tweeted the article. I'm an idiot. My executive producer, my boss, all of a sudden is like, Clancy, do you want to recheck what you just tweeted out? And I'm like, okay, like about winter, like funny and relatable, like I don't understand. So I'm like, I look at the tweet and I'm just like, yeah, I don't see what's wrong with it, like winter, whatever. Meanwhile, my mom had texted me about this. Well, the picture, like the thumbnail picture of the entire article said like, I don't even want to F you, like with the words. It was like the relatable funny thing about winter was like that they did it on their windshield. And like, I can't be tweeting that on my, that was my work account. That's my professional Twitter. And I tweeted something with the thumbnail that said like, F you. And I'm like, oh my God. Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
Which one of these thingies are you
Oh, you're here? Wait, let me see if I see your car. Are you a black car?
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, why do you sound creeped out? Like, I think I see your car. All right, so make a, go straight and then make a left. Wait.
I'm in a parking lot. Well, now I'm back out to the main road.
Yeah, perfect. All right, then come back in. Is this you or no, this is someone else?
Well, I think that's what I'm trying to explain. I don't know if you're seeing me or yourself.
Guys, I have to go because I have to go somewhere right now, but thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to continue it tomorrow. Or the next, whatever, some other time, because this vlog is obviously... Guys, I don't know how or why or what, but I am about to go to the gym right now. We are going to be dedicated. No, okay, I say dedicated, like I didn't go yesterday, but I still worked out. But yeah, I'm feeling okay. I went out last night, like we went out to Cincinnati, but I'm feeling okay. I'm just definitely feeling so freaking tired because I think we got back at like, I don't even want to know what time. Because it's like a solid like 15 minutes away. Also, I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. Whenever I go out, when I say go out, that's cute, that's code word for drink. Whenever I go out drinking and then I live my life the next day, my voice drops like multiple octaves. Like right now it's so low and just natural. Don't know what that's about, but you know, it's a little bit concerning. Not really. But yeah, so I mean this video was all about the awkward work moments. And then I got sidetracked, but that's my life, you know? But actually, the most awkward work moment of them all. You see, I feel like my videos always like start out on a topic, veer off to something else, and then go back to the topic. So be sure, guys, to watch the full video to get the full thing. Most awkward work moment of them all, though, is me not knowing anyone knew about my YouTube channel, and then arriving for the interview, and then doing a screen test, like on air, where basically the anchors just have a normal conversation with you, ask you questions just to see how you do on air. And their first question, so how long have you been doing YouTube? And I'm just like, what? You know? And it's so dumb for me to think that people didn't know. Like, it's the first thing that pops up if you Google my name. But yeah, it was awkward. I also didn't know my news director knew until I literally arrived in Dayton, which was great. And I'm just like, what? It's not like a big deal. It's not like a big secret. Like, I don't care. When I was younger, I used to be like the biggest secret in the world. Like, no one could know. Now it's like, whatever. This is what I do. I enjoy it. I take out a video camera and I, you know, tape myself going to the gym. But seriously, I know, I really do appreciate you guys watching. Be sure, if you're not already, to be following my social media. Like Instagram yesterday, I was going crazy on the Snap story. I mean, on the Snap stories. No, I don't do Snapchat. On the Insta stories, so be sure to be following me on there. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. I love you people, and I will see you next time. Peace out.